clean a Remington 870 Express barrel, 20 gauge. So here are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need solvent, the 20 gauge sized brush, the thing that you put the pads on that goes through the barrel at the end, and the poof. I call this the poof because it's just a poof of yarn, and an adapter if you're using a kit. And this, it is just a rod that you put the things on the end that goes through the barrel. Before we start, I'm just going to make a reference that you only put this brush one way. It's more important on rifles and pistols, but you still want to get in the good habit of doing it on a rifle barrel. So to start, you want to take the adapter and the brush and just screw the brush into the adapter. Once it's on, you take the rod and you push it back on. Once it's like this, stay off to the side and take the barrel, take the solvent, and spray into the barrel with like 2 squirts. And set that down, and you get the brush, and put 1 squirt onto the brush. Once you have that, you take the barrel one way in. Okay, so you just push it through. Don't worry, you won't break anything. You just have to use some force to get it through. Once you get it through, you take it on this end and you unscrew it. Not the thing from the adapter, just the whole adapter. Set that down, take it, pull it back through. And then you repeat this. For me, I'm going to do it 6 times because I put so many shells through it yesterday and I haven't cleaned it yet. So I'm going to do a little bit more. But normally it's either 4 or 5 times that you do this after shooting shells for a good amount of shells. You just take it back through and you just repeat this process for 5 or 6 times, 4 or 5. And so, yep, and once you get this done, once you do this, then it's very simple to do after this. Remember, only goes in one way. Never comes out the other. Never go back and forth with the brush. So I think one more time will be clean enough. One more time. Okay, now that we have that part done, we take the brush, we unscrew it from the adapter. Then we take this, which we put these pads on, we screw the adapter on it. And we take one of the pads, and you fold it in half. This is my preference, I fold it in a triangle. And then you fold it until it's in a square. You do like that, and then there. You have a little triangle. You take it, and you just squeeze it through here. I do a triangle because it holds on much better than it would if it was a square. And you take this, and this one you can go back and forth. You don't just always have to go one way. So this is a little bit easier to do, my preferences. So you go through, comes out the other end, you twist it a little bit to get a different orientation, and you put it back in a different way. Sometimes I turn it, I spin it a little bit while it goes through, and sometimes this happens where the little rod comes apart because it does break down. Spin it, it comes out at the other end, and then if it gets this dirty, you want to switch pads. I forgot one thing on the other one. You have to spray a little bit of solvent on the pad, just to get some of the goop off faster. You just take it and spray it. And you put it through again. Same thing, you just do it. It doesn't matter if you only go one way, it just matters that you get it most of the barrel surface area clean inside there. And once you can look through it and it's shiny, you can put it through again if you would really like to. But once you really look through it and see it's shiny, I don't know if you can see that it's shiny in there. You should be able to. But it's shiny. And then you take this pad off and you just do a dry pad. You want to use 2 or 3 pads per barrel, and just pull it through like this. Sometimes that happens. You just put it in dry. Same thing. You don't have to do this one too much, you just have to get some of the solvent off of it. You don't have to be too cautious with that one. Okay, so once you do that, you take off the adapter from the little stick thing. Take it off. Take the poof. And put the poof on the adapter. And this doesn't matter which way you go in either. It's just for the brush. Only go in one way. For this, you just push it in, out. Just do this a couple of times. So once it's clean like this, you take this off. So that's the barrel, but I'm going to show you how to do the choke in here too. And you don't need to put oil on the barrel every single time, but a couple times, like every 3rd time you go shooting, you want to put some oil in the barrel. We take the brush again, and you can take off most of this long extension. So it's just a little tiny push. And you screw it on. And take the choke. You spray a little solvent in it. And this is the same thing. So the shells only go one way. So you want to push it through. Unscrew it. And this is the same thing as the barrel, with the choke. And the choke it's not necessary on a gun, but the choke modifies the pattern of the BBs. And for the type of shooting that I do, sporting clay mostly, choke is handy sometimes. So you take the choke, and it doesn't have to be as clean as the barrel, but you want it okay clean. And you take the adapter, onto this thing again, and it should still have enough solvent in the choke to just not spray onto the pad. But so you want to keep it clean, the whole gun. The first time you get the gun, you want to clean it right before you first shoot it and after you shoot it. And every time after that, you want to clean it right after, every time after you shoot it. Because if you think about it, if you clean it after every time you shoot, you're cleaning it before the next time you shoot. So you have that. You want to put it through a couple of times. And take it off, and you get the poof. So you have the adapter. And you want to keep your space kind of organized, so you know where everything is. And you want to clean it, like so. And then take it apart. And then that is how you clean your choke. Thank you for watching. Bye.